What it is? Apparently DDG just ran through another cameraman. You feel me? Right now he going through a cameraman crisis. They quitting on him left and right. They not showing up for work. You know what I'm saying? They giving him that sayonara, hasta la vista. You know what I'm saying? So this cameraman crisis, you feel me? I done seen, first of all, DDG cameraman is ass. You ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? You done fucked up plenty of clips he was trying to do. You get the following funny Mike in the bushes while he ready to take a leak. You know what I'm saying? From what I see and from what I've seen watching their streams, bro, they don't respect these cameramen, bro. These motherfuckers eat whole 5-star meals and anything they eat all fucking day or whatever in front of these motherfucking cameramen faces and will say, no, this motherfucker can't eat. Bro, I've seen that a few times and I'd be like, what? You mean to tell me, my nigga, I can't just throw a chicken tender in my shit right quick? You know what I'm saying? We've been streaming for 8 hours, my nigga. I can't just, you know, slide a few fries in my shit. You can't give me a protein shake, my nigga. Like, you feel me? 3K. Fuck no, bro. Hell no. In LA. Bro, hell no, bro. Not me. But let's get into it, see what the gist of it is. See why, you know, the beef with the cameraman and streamers is happening right now. Let's see what's up.
This is gonna be the one time I agree with doo-doo garbage. This whole cameraman drama seems kind of disingenuous. And as much as I critique DDG, I'm not just this super biased asshole who's gonna always hate on him just because. Okay, so to quickly introduce you to the drama in the situation, you have to understand that DDG and his last cameraman part ways. But more specifically, his last cameraman quit. And following his
Now, I seen a couple clips I was following Streaming University. The cameraman kept missing out on clips, you feel me? Now, that's the number one reason to get a motherfucker up out of there, you feel me? But I also seen how much he was paying him. Now, we gonna get into that a little later.
Act of quitting, he came out and kind of expressed some of his grievances and his side of the situation. And I'd be lying if I say it didn't insinuate that the conditions that DDG put him through were bad. And if you're going to insinuate that someone is to back it up. But first and foremost, I need to show you guys some of the clips that influenced him quitting and influenced the tension between DDG and his cameraman. And this all goes back to Streamer University because the crux of the issue is that, number one, this guy was clearly just not built for being a cameraman. He wasn't built for being in this physical environment that included running and chasing around people on campus. And not only that, but he was just struggling on centering DDG in front of the camera and keeping him as the main focus, being that he is the content creator. But I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna show you guys a couple clips that kind of put this into perspective.
Okay. Man, they ended my stream. They're melting out this bitch. I ain't gonna lie, brother to brother. Oh yeah, he's clicking. Why you following? Bro, never mind. Clip gone. Never mind. We'll do it later. Clip gone. Never mind. Clip gone. Never mind. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. You see that? We gotta have a conversation, brother. Pay attention to me and just my eyes and my fingers. If I'm saying something and I'm pointing, that means I want you to look at that person. If I look at them, look at them. If I'm talking to somebody and they start talking, look at them and go back. Oh my God! Go count. Where's DDG at? He not running with him? DDG running and he not running with him?
Wait! Man, we seen that nigga, bro. He not fit to be running and shit, yo. Like, yo, it's like they be trying to hire the cameraman that they feel like ain't gonna take no bitches from him or ain't gonna be a bigger star than him or whatever, more attractive than him. Bro, get somebody that's fit at least, bro, to be running around like that. You all assing, bro. He a big dude, you know what I mean?
Please. Fire his ass. He's not even trying to keep up. Is he saying wait? What the fuck? Who is David? Who the fuck is David? That nigga got a nigga named
David. Yo, nah, yo, these cameramen, yo, certain ones be horrible, bro. Nigga hit him with
Cut and dry example of just how this guy is fumbling the bag when it comes to being a cameraman. Yeah. DDG was trying to set up a clip between him and Reggie and the other guy that was there. I don't really know his name, but that doesn't really matter. But instead of him pointing the camera at DDG, he points the camera at Funny Mike, who is walking off screen in a sense. Because streaming, this is basically live action television. There's whole storylines, there's characters, and when the character is not the focus, why are you pointing the camera at them? And following that little fumble, DDG has to kind of coach him on what to do. And then in the following clip, it's the same sort of rudimentary camera work along with the fact that this guy just can't keep up with the action that is happening. If you watch my Streamer University videos, I talked about how a lot of this stuff was very youthful, it was very playful, and people were getting very physical. There was a lot of chasing segments, there was a lot of running, there was just a lot of physical activity, and the cameraman could not keep keep up with that. And I don't really have to explain, but that is a big display of spectacle, and that's good for the clips, that's good for the content. And if you can't get the spectacle on stream, you are actively hurting the content creator's ability to create content, especially as their cameraman. And then the final clip that I put was the fact that Deshae Frost started laughing on the ground because he peeped that DDG was once again trying to coach his cameraman. I shouldn't have to say it, but Streamer University is one of the biggest content creator events of this year, and DDG having to give this guy on-the-fly corrections is really bad. Like I said at the start, Streamer U is a business, and this is essentially the golden ticket of business opportunities.
Absolutely.
And if DDG has to constantly correct this guy, how can he properly capitalize off of the opportunity?
Big ass can't run.
And I know
Why
it
you
was
hire
really bad when Kai Cenat himself said, "Hey, your cameraman is ass."
There's a new cameraman. He got ass.
But when you have the actual creator of Stream University / Dean Cenat telling you that your cameraman is ass, that is not a good look. And once again, going back to the whole business side of things, part of business is having leverage, and you lose a lot of leverage when you don't do a good job. You lose a lot of leverage when the creator of the biggest modern day streaming event is telling your employer that you are not good. And I mention this because a lot of the backlash that's going towards DDG is about how he isn't paying his cameraman a lot and how he isn't compensating him enough. And to a degree, I definitely see that perspective, but you have to understand that being a cameraman is not that hard of a job. It is a very easy thing to do. It's not like being an editor, which actually takes a lot of time. It's not like a cameraman has to use his own creative energy to produce a product. All he's doing is holding a camera. And when you're fumbling during the biggest streaming event in modern time,
For one, a cameraman that's not fit to keep up. 2, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you only paying them $3K? That's like if we in GTA, bro, and we planning a heist, bro, and I go with the cheap motherfucking code breaker. You know what I'm saying? I go with the cheap motherfucker, bro. I'm fucking around going to get busted, bro. The fuck? Spend some money,
about
bro.
streaming. You gotta take your
fucking big ass diamonds on your neck. Spend some bread.
So this is completely backfiring on DDG and not going how he expected. So DDG did a live stream where he's responding back to one of his old employees, his cameraman, where the cameraman is complaining about how difficult it was working for DDG. DDG hopped on live stream to address the drama because he felt like he had to due to the growing number of hate. Like, people were really like going off on DDG once they heard the cameraman speak out before even hearing his side. But once they heard his side, it just made them even angrier.
To headphones, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere in Arkansas. In my experience being a camera operator, camera operators are like at the bottom. You know, they treat us like at the bottom. Everything is our fault. I hear from a lot of other camera operators that I was talking to, they also cramped up. Body was giving out due to dehydration. You know, they needed to have a couple minutes to themselves to recharge, you know. All in all, you know, regardless of what may occur at Streamer University, it just didn't work out between me and him. It was mutual. No hard feelings. I got a lot of love for him, and I hope it's mutual. Some advice that I would give for camera operators really is, you know, when you think you're prepared, you can always be more prepared. If you're going to be a full-time camera operator for a talent, especially of that caliber, be prepared to treat it like the mafia. Nothing comes before the mafia. Nothing comes before the talent. Your family, your mental, physical health, your errands, what you have to do at the house.
Hell no, bro. This nigga trolling, man. This nigga trolling. Like, I know he say he come in peace, he ain't coming to bash nobody, but man, fuck no, nigga.
Talent comes first.
I truly hope he's talking about the talent's expectation for the cameraman and not what he really believes. Because if he believes that cameraman work comes before your family or your physical and mental health, nothing comes before that at all. Now, this was DDG's cameraman at Streamer University. Right? DDG had just hired him. There, you know, he was supposed to be a long-term permanent cameraman. But after Streamer University, it was so brutal, it was so cruel. His experience working for DDG, from his opinion, right, like was just so brutal and impossible to deal with that he had to quit immediately after Streamer University. Now, he would also say the problem was the pay.
You'll get a phone call at 1:30 that they need you at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and you are obligated to, you know, fulfill that. If you're going to be a full-time camera operator, I suggest you have a strong program that goes well with physical, having a strong relationship with God or whoever you believe with spiritually. This job can really take a toll on you, especially when you're in the middle of the limelight unintentionally. The haters and the trolls and the harassment can really get to your head, seriously. I'm grateful that, you know, I have a strong connection with God. I have a good loving family back at home, and I have friends and colleagues that really care for me, and I care for them as well. So, you know, shout out to my family, shout out to, you know, other fellow cam operators and other friends that I have there, you know, supporting me and really checking in on me.
I wish I had
and giving me that source of hope, you know, because without them, I'd probably be. That's basically it. I just wanted to say some peace. I just wanted to speak out on it. I'm not here to disrespect people. I could easily go on a rant disrespecting a lot of people, talking and making fun.
That straight sounded like indentured servitude. That sounded like, yo.
That sounded like fucking slavery.
It was a servant. Now, when this dude came forward with his story of working for DDG, people latched onto it because this is about like the third or fourth cameraman that has quit, and they've quit abruptly too. Like the last one before him, like they just ain't show up for their last shift, and they quit like 5 minutes before they were supposed to do their shift with DDG, right? And he got a lot of backlash for it. He quit to be a streamer too. The only like cameraman that quit on good terms is Johnny, because Johnny kind of had more motion as like a streamer, and DDG understood that he needed to quit to be a streamer. But this is outrageous because again, other cameramans have quit abruptly, and other cameramans have complained about how much they was getting paid. So people just recognized a pattern here and was calling DDG out on it. So DDG went live to kind of try to get ahead of the backlash. And this did not help his case at all, not one bit, especially once people found out a ballpark of what he was paying these dudes.
Yeah, I know I'm back without, I don't know why this is funny. I'm back without a cameraman. And I seen some shit, bro. And when I seen some shit, it made me be like, I made the right decision, bro. I hate when niggas do that shit, bro. And then, you know one thing I don't fuck with about this cameraman shit, right? Is niggas will indirectly try to diss working for me. But niggas was so excited. Like, that shit be blown.
How much is you paying these niggas, man?
Me, bro, like, you don't know how much cameraman's paid. Tell him how much he was paid at this point, bro. Like,
I don't know how people found out the exact pay. Like, I don't know if the cameraman was leaking it to these really, really big clip pages. But the big clip pages, multiple of them began to post how much DDG was paying his cameraman. He was paying him $3,000 a month. Now, $3K a month is nothing to sneeze at. $3K a month is...
$3K a month ain't nothing, bro. Like, let's say we going off regular work hours, you know what I'm saying? Per month. Alright, so 20 days a month, you know what I'm saying? 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 20 days, 160 hours a month. 3,000 divided by 160. Nigga, that's $18.75 an hour. Motherfucker living in California? Fuck no, bro. They below.
You know, a decent salary for somebody fresh out of high school. However, in this economy, while living in California and LA, $3,000 a month is outrageous. It's crazy. Now, the work days were about 4 to 5 hours because that's how long DDG streams on average, like 4 to 5 hours. And DDG claims he was like taking care of the food, the travel, etc., etc. But still, bruh, $3,000 a month is out.
Even if it's 5 hours a day, 5 hours times 20, you know what I'm saying? Because unless you still work in the weekends too, but 5 hours times 20, that's 100 hours. 3,000 divided by 100, that's $30 an hour. Nigga, that's minimum wage in LA.
Just, all right, outrageous. Now, DDG believes that this is a fair amount, according to him, because all they're doing is just capturing the movement. They're doing right, left, right, left, right, left. And he believes the job is really easy and it's not a job that's like demanded. So because it's such an easy job, they could do the 5 hours a day and then go back and do something else to supplement the income difference.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, no, let me put this in your brain. No cameraman will ever make as much money as the nigga they're filming. When a McDonald's nigga, a nigga that's working at McDonald's, Checkers, In-N-Out, when they making them burgers, you think they...
I mean, we all know that, but at the same time, bro, you a multi-millionaire, bro. The person that's following you around, you damn near living with them, or, you know, you spending a lot of time with them or whatever the case may be, bro, you still want to give them a decent salary, man. Decent salary, at least 5, 6K a month.
In their head, damn, bro, I don't want to make these burgers no more because the nigga that owned In-N-Out, the nigga that worked hard as fuck to get to this point in his life to make this much money is making more than me. It's not fair. Oh, I made 20 burgers today. I need more money.
I like DDG, I do, but this was such a big mistake because nothing he's saying is relatable. Like, no normal person with an average job or a normal life is watching this and thinking, oh, poor DDG. And also, it's because, like, nobody is listening to this and believing it, right? Like, nobody believes, like, the cameraman was asking to get paid 6 figures a month or $1 million a month. Like nobody truly believes that these cameramen were asking to get paid the exact same as DDG. Like that's not even no, like that's not true at all. What they were asking was probably to get paid what they believe they're worth, right? Probably get paid 5, 8,000, 9,000, 10, like 10K a month. Maybe they were asking for that regard because they feel like, man, if you bring in about $300,000 a month off this Twitch stuff or this Kick stuff, 10K a month is fair for the person filming all the content. Maybe 10K a month is OD, but I think like there was like wiggle room right there to negotiate, like, right? Like I don't feel like making the money and then taking all of it and then hoarding it is the
10K a month is decent. That's 120 a year. You feel me? In LA, that's cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
and it's okay.
Way to conduct business, especially if the employees don't know what you're making, then cool. But if the employee who essentially is responsible for all the content knows exactly how much you're making and you're penny pinching and you're paying him like less than like market value, that's just not a good strategy, right? It's always gonna end bad. But DDG don't see it that way. DDG see it as if they should be grateful for the opportunity because one to get to be around a bunch of celebrities, and he feels like the work is just not hard, right? I feel like this all boils down to DDG just don't respect the craft. He just don't respect the craft of being a cameraman. He feels like anybody can be a cameraman.
It's not what it is. So I don't like how this cameraman shit, y'all trying to diss niggas, but it's like, y'all understand, bro. Like, niggas that work for me, bro, as a cameraman, you live a beautiful life. You travel the world, you meet the coolest people in the world. Like, every nigga that ever worked for me would tell you that.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know where the fuck niggas come from, but I ain't working to meet niggas. I'm working to feed my family, bro, to try to create assets to secure my future. This nigga talking about you traveling and you get to meet people. The traveling, all right, cool, you feel me? Meet, you know what I'm saying? If you really can network, but you're not even allowing them to network. You know what I'm saying? They just following you around all day with a camera.
Say that you don't. Niggas travel to see shit that you ain't even, you know what I mean? Just because you ain't getting paid a fucking $100,000 or whatever the fuck niggas expecting, that don't mean a nigga ain't spending damn near that much. Flying niggas across the world, putting niggas in nice ass hotels, Airbnbs, feeding niggas. Boy, I'm a great boss, nigga. I feed my cameraman, y'all. All this shit online where we be joking and shit like cameraman don't eat. No, niggas, if we go to Steak 48, you think I'ma tell my cameraman to go to In-N-Out? No, nigga, get a Wagyu, fuck it. I'm rich as hell, nigga, but I'm not finna.
Hey, I'll be cool with a cheeseburger. Just give me the rest of that bread you was gonna spend on that Wagyu. I'm gonna go and put that in my pocket. Give me a little cheeseburger. I'll be alright with some chicken tenders and fries. I'll be cool.
I'm not finna go above and beyond paying a motherfucker just because I'm making more money. It makes no sense. This is a business. That's not how businesses work. Just because you're an individual, it doesn't mean that I don't operate like a business. You feel me?
You can still give him a decent salary, my guy. A survivable salary.
Daryl is broke. But the company DDG is doing very great. That's what cameramen need to do. Separate yourself from the individual. This is a business, okay? It's a fun job. You don't travel the world working at retail jobs. You go and do the same shit every goddamn day. Boring. With me, cool. France, Italy, everywhere around the world. Meet the coolest people. Boom, 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 boom. I just don't like, I've been seeing just too many clips and shit, and that shit been blowing me, bro. And I'm like, alright. Niggas is really like downplaying this shit like it's a terrible fucking job, bro.
There were a small percent of people who, up until this point, may have still been on DDG's side. They may have heard of 3K a month and says, I could work with that. I still get to travel, right? Cool. But he absolutely lost the last ounce of support he had left. He completely lost it. Once he admitted what he requires from you for that 3K a month. See, once he broke down to the average person, what he would require from you once you get the job, people thought, bro, you done lost your mind, bro. 3K a month, no. 3K a month should never demand what DDG is asking from somebody, bro.
Don't apply if you don't stay in LA. If you don't stay in LA, it's over with. I'm sorry. That's the truth. If you stay in LA, it's done. This is not for you. Watch the stream. That's it. Do not pull up. Because if I fuck around and pick you and you tell me you stay in fucking Alaska, I'ma crash. Alright? Everybody gonna need their IDs. I need to know address. I need to know who your mama is, your daddy is, everybody. Where you stay at. You must stay in LA. You must have a fucking car. If you don't have a car, it's chops. I'm not waiting on you to Uber. If you stay too far from me, it's chops. I might call you at 3 in the morning. Yeah. I might call you at 3 in the morning. I need somebody. Hello?
Damn. Yeah, that's slavery, nigga. You might call a nigga at 3 in the morning.
If I'm required to be on demand for somebody, on demand, meaning you call me at 3 a.m. in the morning and I have to wake up and come to my job. And I never know when that call is the call could come at 1 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. And if I'm asleep, I got to wake up to come to you. I feel like at the very least, you can compensate me above minimum wage. I feel like at the very least, man, you should compensate me something to where I don't need another job. Because with $3K a month, I'm gonna need another job. So I feel like at the very least, if you want me to be on demand, compensate me with a salary to where
like nigga, 3K a month, my nigga, you geeking. Man, but let me know in the comments what y'all think, man, about this situation. I'll let y'all. Peace.